Imagine waking up to a Europe you no longer recognize. Rivers have vanished, crops are dying, cities are choking under the weight of unbearable heat. This isn't fiction. This is our near future, unless we act now. Europe, long considered a global climate leader, is now on the front line of an unfolding disaster. The question is simple, but terrifying. Are we ready? Europe is heating up faster than any other continent on Earth. In the past 2 decades, average temperatures in Europe have risen by nearly 2.3 degrees Celsius, well above the global average. Southern Europe is facing extreme droughts and wildfires. In 2023, Greece battled the longest wildfire ever recorded in the European Union. Central Europe is dealing with deadly floods. In 2021, over 200 people died in Germany and Belgium after unprecedented rainfall. And in the north, the Arctic is melting fast. The Alps are losing glaciers at record speed. What once seemed like warnings for future generations are now Europe's new reality. Europe has not stayed silent. In 2019, the European Union announced the European Green Deal, a plan to become the first climate-neutral continent by 2050. Countries like France are investing in nuclear energy. Germany is pushing for massive wind and solar expansion. The Netherlands is redesigning cities to manage rising sea levels. Billions of euros are being spent on green innovation, clean transport, and sustainable farming. But are these efforts enough? Scientists say, not yet. Emissions are still too high. Fossil fuels are still being subsidized, and time is running out. By 2050, large parts of southern Europe could become too hot for traditional farming. Water shortages may affect over 100 million people. Rising sea levels could flood cities like Venice, Amsterdam, and Hamburg. Extreme heat waves might become the new summer norm, with temperatures reaching over 50 degrees Celsius. Climate migration could reshape Europe's population map, and fragile ecosystems, from the Mediterranean to the Arctic, may collapse. But science also offers hope. New technologies, like carbon capture, plant-based proteins, and green hydrogen, are growing fast. The future is not fixed, but the window to shape it is closing. In the best case, Europe becomes a global leader in green innovation. Cities run on clean energy, forests are restored, communities adapt with smart design, efficient transport, and resilient farming. Millions of green jobs are created, health improves, and nature begins to recover. In the worst case, Europe faces collapse. Mega droughts destroy agriculture. Millions flee from unlivable regions. Economies break under climate shocks. Disease spreads, borders close, and solidarity turns into survival. The difference between these two futures depends on what we do today. The climate crisis is not just a government problem, it's a human problem, and every one of us has a role to play. We need more than recycling and turning off lights. We need systemic change in how we live, move, eat, and vote. Support clean energy, reduce waste, eat less meat, choose sustainable transport, demand action from leaders, join local climate groups, use your voice, your vote, your wallet. Because the future of Europe will not be decided by politicians alone, but by millions of choices made by ordinary people, like you. One day, future generations will ask us, what did you do when the planet was in crisis? We can't tell them we didn't know. We can't tell them we had no choice, because we do know, and we do have a choice. Europe stands at a crossroads. One path leads to collapse, the other to survival, and maybe even something better. The time to choose is now. This is not the end, it's the beginning of the fight for our future.